Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a second down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Rivers now to throw on first down. This is Gordon on the dump off. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play, 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the stop is Sharice Wright. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Rivers to Benjamin. Good for the Charger first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Rivers now on second down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second down, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long for Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with Washington. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw is Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Charger 1st down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Karl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
On the sneak, Rivers. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. To throw, Rivers. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brandon Mebane. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend on for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Benjamin. 12 yards on the return that time, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or division. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. The big fella, 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
The Chargers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Carr eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd down, Washington. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Here's Carr. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. Returning, it's Benjamin. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. To return it now, here's King. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Hey!
To throw on second down. Rivers. Now a hit. Rivers lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A gain of 32 that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down throw here for Rivers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here we go.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And an alley to run. 10 more there and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Rivers. Got Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Sturgis for the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone,
looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hey, Delta!
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Rivers on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Throwing on 3rd and long. Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Hey, boys, got four down. Down, 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Down, 280. Low. 280.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Later, 2.
On 1st, here's Washington. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Down, 280.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Rivers escapes the defender. He's got a man. It's Williams. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
On 1st and 10, Rivers looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And on the ground they go with a running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hurry up!
Rivers now on 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Rivers gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. First down, Rivers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down, check. 4 down.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Red! White!
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Let's go.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Rivers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. To throw his car.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And they take possession 2 yards.